Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to São Carlos, where it is the start of a lovely new morning. I have finished the fertilizing contract. I wasn't able to fix the field. So unfortunately, I had to do basically I had to go over the bits of the field that had been missed with going east to west as opposed to north to south to fill in all the bits, but we got the contract done. That was the most important bit. Right, today on this lovely new morning we're gonna do a sowing contract. However, I am just looking and thinking whether I should get another vehicle and expand my fleet again with yet another tool. I have done a bit of an equipment shuffle, which I'll explain in a moment as well. Get one of the bigger ones. Could go for one of them. In a 200. With wide tyres with weights. We could do. Or what we actually got under the category of medium tractors. And you see, these start getting a little bit more expensive. Some of these do. That would be a very big tractor. One of them. One of them is... Right, I think we're going to have one of these for 118 grand. That'll do the job nicely. We can get a front weight for that as well. Just to make sure we have got nice little balance. It's raining again, ladies and gents. Right, we'll have a John Deere weight, 900. That'll do nicely. Right, let's go and have a look then. So, I've got a seeder, which I bought last night. Ready. I've bought my seed for this contract, because we're going to do a seeding contract today. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. And do a nice little sowing contract there. Fill it all with seed. Right, whilst that is filling, equipment shuffle then, that I did last night after I finished the fertilizing contract. in my recording. I have replaced the truck, the pickup truck, with a TLX pickup truck because it connects much better to the trailer and doesn't lift the rear wheels off the ground. So that truck is a massive improvement when we are moving pallets, like fertilizer pallets and stuff. Spot on it's going to be. Right, the International I have placed now on a brand new plough. Got rid of the little 2-metre plough, and I've got this lovely plough instead, chisel plough, which goes on the back of the International. And then the little Massey Ferguson tractor I've now put on the sprayer. So that's the equipment shuffle that has been done. Right, today we are heading down to field 23, which is all the way over here in this bottom corner of the map, where we're going to be doing a sorghum contract for 29 grand, effectively. And then there are some other contracts that have popped up as well. A couple of ploughing contracts which offer big money. There is another fertilising contract, but again, we will take a break from fertilising. I was kind of hoping this would have filled up all of those whilst I was parked near it. There we go. If I turn that button on, we can see all the seed emptying very fast. Right, we need to change this over to sorghum. Right. And then we need to head down to field 23. I'm going to put my bacons on. And we're going to head down there. I'm not using the steering wheel today, although it is obviously sat next to me. Because it is Saturday as I'm recording this video. And I haven't done a lot of recordings for a while. Certainly not farm sim recordings, because I've been doing them as I've been live streaming, but I'm not live streaming at the moment. I've decided to do an actual proper recording for you YouTube people today, because I want to make you feel a little bit special. Because I've been giving all the kick folk my attention just recently, and it's, you know, time I give back to the supporters here on YouTube as well, by giving you an actual proper video today. So yeah, I ended up doing that field again. Still no update for the animal extension mod thing. Right, I'm actually going to go through here. Enhanced animal mod, so that's still currently disabled on my save. Like I say, I did download some new trucks and stuff the other evening. So, like I say, I've got my pickup replaced now. Right, quickest and easiest way, it's going to be around this field here. Still getting used to the map, folks. Right, so we've spent quite a lot of money now in this first month on equipment, so we're going to have to smash out some contracts now. Ploughing, seeding, fertilising, to make some of that money back. Right, I do have the luxury of GPSing it, so hopefully won't have any problems with sowing, but you never know. Like I say, Could not figure out for the life of me the fertilizing. Right, gonna do a row. I ought to work north to south, really, didn't I? Because that'll be the easiest way to tell whether we've got any issues or not. We'll take a screenshot for the thumbnail. I must be seeding the right thing, because I'm not getting any messages telling me I'm seeding the wrong crop. Might take a while with the 3-metre seeder to do this. Thankfully, like I say, we've got plenty of days. The other sowing contract, or the other seeding contract, wasn't really seeding, it was planting potatoes. And again, although the contract was paying a nice amount of money, knowing the rate at which you consume potatoes in a seeder, right, you know what? Let's do the headland. Just so I know that I've done all the way around the edge of the field. It'll also give me a chance to check then whether or not there's any issues with the terrain angles. But yeah, it was such a weird issue with that fertiliser sprayer, doing the fertilising contract. I had no idea that if I'd have noticed sooner that it wasn't fertilising properly, I could have changed direction a lot earlier, and it would have saved me time, and it would have saved me from having to go and get another pallet of fertiliser to go over the rows where to re-go over the rows where I hadn't fertilised correctly. I'm going to guess this is seeding all right. Looks to be seeding okay. We'll just turn off the GPS lines for now, because we don't need the guidance steering whilst I'm doing this bit. Well, I would say it was a lovely Saturday. It was a lovely Saturday. It's now gone to crap again with the weather outside here in real life. It was lovely and sunny first off this morning. Been downtown. Been to the local rubbish tip recycling centre to get rid of a load of junk out of one of my dad's sheds. We've started the process of clearing out his belongings and his stuff, obviously, so we've been having a bit of a clear out the last few days, sorting out one of his sheds. He's got 3 sheds that we've got to go through and get rid of all the his stuff. Decide obviously what we need to keep. So we've got, you know, tools and stuff that we're going to need for doing jobs around the house and bits and bobs, but all his other stuff that he's collected over the years from his, you know, 52 years as an engineer, we've got to go through all of that and basically get rid of it. But obviously you can only take so much in the car at one time, and you can only take so many car loads to the tip at one time at the recycling centre. So it's not gonna be a quick process. We're gonna be doing it probably doing a trip once a week for quite a few weeks, I imagine. Get rid of everything. And of course today it's Coronation Day here in the UK, which means we're going to be making King Charles official, but I'm totally not interested in any of that rubbish. So hence why I'm doing some farm sim recording today. Hopefully going to get this video recorded, and then might even get a couple of New Jersey videos recorded today as well, which would be nice. And then we can have a jump onto a few different bits and pieces. And we're going. Yeah, just a quick run around the outside. If anything, it just helps provide a barrier as well. I mean, I doubt I'm going to use a worker, because I said we don't really have the money for it, and at the moment I'm just a little guy all by myself working on the land, so I can't really afford much. Also, obviously, I didn't realise, but we have got a loan. We have got an outstanding loan. In actual fact, I might need to borrow some more money. Because it would be nice to be able to do pretty much all the contract types on the map. So right now, we're capable of doing ploughing. We're capable of doing seeding. We're capable of doing fertilizing or weed spraying. If we need to do cultivating, I can grab a cultivator. That's not going to be a problem. I probably wouldn't be tempted to do mechanical weeding. We can't do baling, obviously, at the minute, any baling contracts, although I don't believe there is any. I don't believe there's any baling contracts, but again, I could be wrong. I've not seen any. So the next thing, obviously, we need to look at is maybe looking at how we could do harvesting contracts. Now, of course, with harvesting contracts comes the lovely joy of having to get a harvester, get a header, and then we need a trailer to obviously put the harvested material into. So again, it's an expensive outlay. Very expensive, expensive type of work. Now, harvesters. What have we got in the way of antique old school harvesters? Have we got anything? Ooh, well, we've got that, which is 32 grand. And that's about it. As antique harvesters go, that's about as antique as it gets, ladies and gents. I might have to have a bit of a look on the mod hub to see if there's any more to choose and download. Because there are a few harvest contracts on the map at the moment. I mean, that's not to say we need to necessarily go with grain harvesting, is it? We could decide we want to go root crop harvesting. Because if we look at contracts, I bet there is potatoes. Which is a massive field. Um, 22 acres. Could I get some potato harvesting equipment? We'd have to have a look, wouldn't we? Let's have a look. Potato technology. Self-driving ones. Yeah, we're not paying that much money. Potato technology. What we got in the way of harvesters? 205 grand. Yeah, okay, we're not getting into potatoes then. We're not going to be getting into root crops anytime soon. So yeah, maybe we need to look at the harvesting route. But alternatively, we could also look at maybe getting a few more of these contracts done on the map. It might be a case that I do have to start thinking about hiring a helper or two. Operating obviously from our business premises there on the map. We could have like a little bit of a employee type deal. Starting to think I probably should have worked lengthways on this field. And of course, by using the GPS, we don't have to worry about using the ridge markers on the seeder. Nice little tractor, this, actually. But yeah, if I was to go and do a do another contract, there are a couple of ploughing ones out there, and maybe we could do one of take one of those, and like I say, we could take on another employee in the firm. We can explore that option. I do like this cedar. This is a nice little cedar. So we're not worried about fertilizing, because the farmer's not paying for that. So a cedar that just does seed is very good. And like I say, we should be able to get most of this field done, I think, with one tank. I mean, if we do need to go and refill, we'll go and refill. That's one of the reasons why I didn't bring the trailer down here with any additional pallets on, because I believe we'll have enough. based purely on what I'm seeing on the screen here, we need we apparently it's going to take 2,430 litres to do this field. So pretty good. We've got a 5,000 litre tank, so we should have plenty. We should have enough left over, actually. What I didn't consider, though, was planters. So another thing I might need to check the mod hub for is planters. Because I don't know if I've got any small ones. I've got that one, which is 4.5 meters. Which is similar to the one I'm currently using. Yeah, we could maybe get by with one of those. Trees are nice and all, but they don't half get in the way when you're trying to see what you're doing. Don't they? They do half get in the way. That's a nice shot. That's probably a nicer shot than the one I took first time. But yeah, I'm probably going to record another episode today of this series, because then I can get 3 videos rendered at the same time in Vegas, which will give me next week's videos and the following Mondays, which will be nice. And then, like I say, need to get some New Jersey recorded today, if I can. There we go then. Nicely does it. Seeding, seeding, seeding. With the big bad new tractor. Right then, folks. I will get on and get a bit more of this done. When you come back for the next episode, we'll have a look. Like I say, I'll have a bit of a think about the contract situation and decide whether or not I'm going to risk hiring another employee to the company so we can get another contract, so we can have like 2 contracts on the go at the same time. So that is what I plan to do. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching today's video. Hope you've enjoyed it. I will see you again in a couple of days' time. But for now, on the Estância São Carlos map, it's cheerio and goodbye, ladies and gents.